Verifying a sending domain in Brevo starts with logging in, jumping to settings, senders, domains, and dedicated IP, adding your domain, copying every DNS record Brevo spits out, pasting those records exactly into your domain registrar or DNS host, saving, and then hitting verify. The whole process takes maybe 10 minutes of actual work, plus waiting for DNS to propagate. But if you miss one record or add an extra dot, Brevo will sit there with pending, and you'll wonder what's wrong. Let me break it down step by step so you nail it first try. First, open your browser, go to Brevo, and sign in. If you manage multiple accounts, maybe a client's and your own, before you do anything else, glance at the top right corner to confirm you're logged into the right one. I've seen people add a domain to the wrong account and then wonder why it never shows up for their actual campaign. Once you're on the dashboard, click your name in the upper right corner. That opens a drop-down. You'll see settings in there, not profile, not account, just settings. Click that. Now you're on the account settings page. Look for the menu item called Senders, Domains, and Dedicated IP. That's where Brevo keeps your sending infrastructure. Click it, and you'll land on a page that lists any domains you've already added. If you see your domain sitting there with a green verified badge, stop right here. You're already done. Don't add it again because duplicate entries just clutter things up. Assuming it's not there yet, click the button that says Add a Domain. You'll get a simple input field. Type in your domain name and nothing else. Just something like example.com. No HTTPS, no www, no trailing slash, no path. A couple of years ago, I watched a colleague paste an entire URL and Brevo's validator choked on it. So just the naked domain, please. Hit add. Brevo immediately generates the DNS records you need. You'll see a TXT record, at least one DKIM record, usually two CNAME records under selectors that start with SIB1 and SIB2, and a return path CNAME. Here's what each one does in plain English. The TXT record proves you actually own the domain. DKIM signs every email you send with an encrypted signature that receiving servers like Gmail and Outlook check to make sure nobody forged your message in transit. That return path record routes bounces away from your main domain, preserving your main domain's reputation. All three are critical. Missing even one will keep your domain stuck in a pending state. Now, the step where most people stumble, copying these records. Brevo shows a little copy icon next to each one. Use it or manually highlight and copy. Don't type them out by hand. You'll miss a character and then nothing works. Open a plain text editor and paste them there first so you can see them clearly. Notice whether a record value already includes a trailing dot at the end. Brevo's DKIM CNAME values often do. Many DNS providers like Cloudflare or Namecheap will automatically append a trailing dot, so if you paste one in with a dot already there, you'll end up with two dots and the record breaks. I always strip the trailing dot from Brevo's values before pasting into the DNS, because my DNS host adds its own. Check your provider's documentation, or just remove the dot and test. You can always add it back. Next, log into your domain provider. Could be GoDaddy, Namecheap, Cloudflare, AWS Route 53, whatever you use. Find the DNS management section. If your provider offers an advanced DNS or managed DNS option, that's where you need to be. Now add each record type. For the TXT record, the host or name field is often @ to denote the root domain, but it could also be left blank or require your domain name. If Brevo's TXT record shows a host like brevo.yourdomain.com, your provider likely only wants _Brevo as the name because it auto-appends the domain. The same logic applies to the DKIM CNAME records. Brevo gives you sib1.domainkey.yourdomain.com, but in the DNS you usually enter just sib1_domainkey as the host. I cannot stress this enough. When in doubt, look at an existing record on your DNS zone to see how the host field is formatted. That will save you hours of head scratching. For the value, paste exactly what Brevo provided. Double check there are no leading or trailing spaces. Hit save and repeat for all records. One trick I always use. Before I add records, I lower the TTL on my domain to 60 seconds. TTL, or time to live, tells internet resolvers how long to cache your DNS settings. Dropping it to 60 seconds means propagation happens much faster once you save. You can set it back to 3,600 or higher later, after verification. This alone has cut my wait from 4 hours to about 15 minutes more times than I can count. Now that everything is saved, your DNS provider starts publishing those records. Propagation can take anywhere from a few minutes to, in rare cases, 24 hours. But with a low TTL, I've rarely waited longer than half an hour. Go back to Brevo. On the same domain page, click the Verify button. It might also say Check Status depending on the interface version. Brevo will query your domain records. If it finds them all, a green verified badge appears. If it doesn't, you'll see a pending status and maybe a still pending warning. Don't panic. It just means DNS hasn't fully propagated or there's a typo. Instead of staring at the screen, validate them yourself using a tool like MX Toolbox, or just run a dig command if you're comfortable with the terminal. Search for the TXT record and the CNAME records and confirm they've propagated to the world. When they have, hit verify again and it will almost certainly succeed. Once verified, your domain is authenticated to send emails through Brevo. You'll see it listed in senders with that green badge. Now you can create a sender address using that domain, something like and. It will carry full authentication. That means your marketing emails, your transactional notifications, your automated sequences, all of them will land in the inbox instead of the spam folder. Gmail's November 2023 authentication requirements made this non-negotiable, by the way. If you're sending from an unverified domain, your deliverability will tank, plain and simple. A brief extra step I always recommend. After you verify, go set up a DMARC record.